Today, we are going to be going through, hello game, the refugees scenario. Previous weeks we've been customizing it and going up to hard mode. I've decided that I want to go back to medium. I built this channel on the idea of playing games casually to experience the story, and spending too many weeks trying to get my way through hard mode I don't think is as interesting as just playing through the scenarios. So this one is focused around the idea of having increasing waves of refugees that are coming in that we have to find homes for and deal with. So it's sort of the opposite of the arcs that we dealt with last week, which had limited people and trying to keep the arcs alive using automatons. Now it's just insane amounts of people. So let's give it a shot. The safety of the generator was reserved for the wealthy. We seized it so we could build a city where people are equal. But can we accept everyone who comes to seek shelter? Refugees. We were condemned to die with the rest of the common folk when London was destroyed, but we rose up. We commandeered the ships that were meant to carry the wealthy to safety and sailed north. Here we found a generator and claimed it for ourselves. Now we must gather all our people in this new city before the lords arrive to rob us of our freedom again. We will never submit. Save our people. After the ships we stole from the lords got stuck in the frozen ocean, we headed out in small groups towards the generator. Most of our people are still on the trail. They have less than 2 weeks of supplies and the weather is getting worse every day. We must do everything we can to make sure they all get here safely. So if we look at our goals for this scenario, we see that we need to have at least 250 people survive, and we're waiting the refugee groups that are incoming, and there's going to be 10 of them. I don't think we can yet zoom out to see the map to see the oncoming waves of people, but that's our worry for this scenario, is just those increasing waves and making sure that we're going to have enough space in this crater and enough supplies to take care of all of them. We currently have no resources, so first thing we need to do is get people to start gathering resources. And I think since we're playing on an easier mode, I'm going to not sign the child labor law and instead go with child shelters. They also are starting us with the purpose tree available that was originally from the main scenario. It looks like you can do both the religion side and the order side, but when you actually end up choosing one of these, it locks you into just that direction. So we'll have to decide that when we get to it. But yeah, I think I'll start with emergency shifts. Still is a good, useful option. And I guess we'll have wood. Actually, that's everyone. We only have 28 workers and the rest are all children. Ugh. Okay. We're not going to have everyone doing wood then. Because we need some coal and some steel. Actually, we've got quite a bit of coal. So let's just go straight to steel. And probably first thing we're going to want is to start getting some gathering posts so that we can get people out of the cold. So as soon as we get to 15 wood and 5 steel, then we'll put down our gathering post. If I recall, yeah, so this scenario actually starts you with a couple of steam cores that you have to gather. I think it's, yeah, we've got 4 of them, 2 here and then 2 over here. So I think our first gathering post I'm going to put up here to grab from these 4 spots. Gathering posts only use 10 people rather than the 15 that go into a location by themselves. So let's pull some people off to start that construction. Because the sooner we get that started, then the sooner people can actually be moved into it to begin building. Except now it's free time anyway. No roof over our heads. 2 days to provide shelter for 43 people. Yeah, I'll do that. We'll build that gathering post for tomorrow. Can I get all of this? No. Looks like that. Those 4 spots is the most I can accomplish at this location. So let's just build that tiny road there. That'll get these 4 gathering spots and these 4 all covered. I'll probably end up building another gathering post to cover these 3, and then this spot will have to be gathered on its own. That being said, let's just move these people directly over there. And I guess I need to have research going earlier rather than later. Sure. We'll leave it out of that center ring and go with here. Because we need the beacon to find more people as well as more resources. Let's start pulling people off of the various locations we put them on. Put 10 of you in here. Ten of you in here. Yep, generator is off right now. We will deal with that soon enough. What about our housing? So that's 10 wood, so I can currently build 1 house. Try and stay warm, guys. Assign 5 engineers to there. So now we need to get our beacon right away. Oh, that's a lot more wood and steel. So I'm gonna have you guys work an emergency shift and you guys work an emergency shift. Really raises discontent, but discontent doesn't go up as high or as quickly on easier difficulties. And hopefully that means I can get going on this quickly. 20 wood, 35 steel. A new law. We'll go with soup for when we actually start converting that food over into rations. People aren't thrilled with eating soup, but it is what it is. I think houses are more important at the moment. Well, a death already? From what? Oh, overwork, yep. And that automatically happens from doing the 24-hour shifts. It's annoying, but there you go. You can't do anything about it. Yeah, so I'm thinking, Pseudo, about doing order this time because we did religion last time. Whoa, 9 people died. Oh, I forgot to turn on the generator. All right, let's not load. I was planning to turn on the generator at night and then totally spaced it. So we'll give this another shot. Yeah, same thing, but do better. I always try and put off turning on the generator so that I save coal, but it'll cause the death of everyone if you don't take care of it. So get some wood going and some steel. And I don't think coal is critical at the moment because we have 500. Workers are needed. No, we're not going to sign the children law. Emergency shifts again.
New law. A new law has passed.
Let's see. Gathering, not you. Gathering posts is 15 wood, 5 steel. So we'll do the same thing we did before. One there. And pull some people off to build it. Then we'll build another gathering post over here to cover those 4 locations in the tiny road. I don't think this is going to get done during work time. It is not. So then we'll go back to pulling everyone off these locations to get them started there. And then set you up for a 24-hour shift. And we will turn on the generator before I get everyone killed again, and I will promise shelter for everyone. And then you can get 10 more people on a 24-hour shift. We'll get 1 death. That happens every time. There it is. So that's our death from overwork. I don't like that. The fact that it's just a scripted thing, that there's nothing you can do. If you use that law, then someone just automatically dies. Alright, and we've started the beacon a little bit earlier than last time. Alright, we can sign another law. We'll do soup again. So now we're back to where we were last round. It looks like we've got some resources, so let's start building a handful of tents. That'll get housing for most of our people. Hopefully we can get this beacon going quickly. I could have potentially done the 24-hour shift on the workshop to try and get technology faster, but chose not to. Okay, so we just got in a bunch more people. I think it was 15 workers. Yep, so we got our first refugees in. The first group is finally here. We were relieved to learn that the trail is still negotiable. They saw another group behind them who should arrive soon. I see. Yeah, we'll need to build housing because we're now at 57 people. Sir, people are questioning the need for so many emergency shifts. They understand that our situation requires hard work from everyone, but do we really need to rely on heroic efforts so often? A break would be nice. I'm not going to address this right now. We just did our first 2 emergency shifts. I'm not going to turn it off that quickly. So let's grab our beacon and throw it somewhere in the back out of the way. Sure. And we can't actually go through those resources. Nope, not there. Do what I want, not what I tell you. Come on. Okay, and we'll just delete this extra little bit that I built. There. So now that will be getting its road soon, and you, meanwhile, can start on the next thing. Which, we'll say, for now, food is going to be a big issue because we're going to have a ton of people. But I'm going to go with faster gathering to try and get through all this quickly. And we have a lot of coal. I probably should start considering building a resource depot to store that so we don't run out of space. And we have a ton of people that aren't working, which I should have put to work immediately and didn't. So we're now on to free time.
Time off.
I could put down another gathering post to get these last resources. Probably should. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright, with the beacon built, we can now start exploring elsewhere in the Frostlands. So let's put together a team. I need 5 workers. Grab you guys. Not enough wood. Perfect. Well, let's do an extended shift. Set you to extended, you to extended, you to extended, and you to extended. People are going to be quite unhappy about all that. But that should get people working sooner without having to do the full 24-hour shift, which they really hate. And we're about to have our first drop in temperature. Luckily, we don't have to try so hard. Like with the arcs, we had specific buildings that had to stay at chilly. Now it's not going to be a game over if we mess it up. Alright. Temperatures are dropping. That means this location is actually cold, so people will be getting really sick from working there, which isn't good. But all of our other buildings are at least chilly. So besides the people just working out on their own without a gathering post, everyone should be reasonably warm. So we'll pull you guys off of there and get you started on this gathering post. That leaves 7 more people, 5 of which are going to go in here now that we have our 40 wood and immediately begin exploring. I could send them to our people that are arriving, and that would help these refugees get to our city faster, but I don't think that's terribly important. I don't think they can actually die wandering on their own. So instead, we'll send our people here, and it looks like we're going to be getting 10 engineers in 10 hours, and then 10 engineers and 10 children in a day and a half. More engineers will be nice. I'll probably set up some more research workshops. And I still need to provide shelter, that's right, for another tent. So let's take care of that before we fail the mission and make everyone upset. There's our faster gathering. We don't really have the resources to research anything else at the moment. I need 10 wood. That'll be here soon. Alright. Let's go with hunter's gear, because we'll need to start getting in food for these influx of people pretty quickly. Yeah, we've got a bunch of hungry people. They're not yet starving. Starving is where they start eating the raw food. So that's what we need to be really careful about. Come on, build it quickly. You've got 2 hours. There we go. And we are unable to build or to gather more coal at the moment because our coal storage is full. But they can gather all the other resources that are here. What do I think is next important? We have a dead person. Normally go cemetery because it makes people happy. Or happier. Hope will rise slightly, and then each burial will have less discontent than if you just leave them out. But I've recently come across organ transplant, which is a huge bonus to healing. And that sounds useful because I know a lot of the refugees are going to be sick, so healing people up quicker is going to be critical. So we'll go corpse disposal. Everyone hates it because we're just dumping corpses in snow to preserve them. But I want to get organ transplants. So we'll sign that law. That requires us to build the snow pit. We'll tuck that back here, I guess. And then we also do still need that resource depot. 40 wood, 20 steel, is that? Okay. So we just need to get a bit more wood. But first, more research, because we want to always be researching. Steam hubs, I think, are going to be... heaters. We'll go heaters. Which means I need to wait a little bit longer to get that 40 wood again. We've got another group of people that have just arrived. Those are those 10 engineers that we were seeing before. So I should really look into building a medical post for our sick, as well as more workshops. So we'll put the medical post there. Can I build another workshop? No. I need more wood and steel. Well, specifically more wood. It would be nice to get this taken care of. Alright, these people have reached the abandoned camp. This camp belonged to the builders of the generator. The shacks are falling apart. Let's explore it. We found scraps from a diary amongst the camp. Today we finished building the generator for the lords. Now at least we can set out for London to bring our families here to safety, reads the last entry. And it shows us the Hanged Man Hill and empty shelter. So let's take those resources. And I guess we'll go to the empty shelter. Might be more resources. Okay, snow pit's established. Again, no one likes it, but we had a dead body we needed to deal with, so that's taken care of now. And let's put our new engineers here and hopefully get our sick healed quicker. Alright, we still have a ton of new sick. Oh, and people are eating the raw food. I forgot. We need to start working on that immediately. Went too long on that. Alright, empty shelter. We found... Our search hasn't uncovered anything of value, but we may be able to reach some more promising locations from here. The fishing boat and the snowcat. Fishing boat because we need food, and that sounds like food. And we can sign a new law and more tech. We could go child shelters. That'll boost our hope and whatnot, since we're gonna have a lot of kids running around. Or we could finally look at the order tree, neighborhood watch. Watchtowers increase the hope of people living nearby. Is our hope bad at the moment? I haven't been paying attention. It's not great. But I don't think it's the next critical thing to work on. Organ transplants. So this will have the sick recover faster, and since we have a decent amount of sick, I'm just gonna go there. And then for research, Steam Hub would be nice. We still have resources we can gather off the ground. Maybe I'll go... That's 50 wood. We're not even close to that. So let's grab Steam Hubs because it just costs 10 wood. Okay. This is now available. Let's get a ton of people working there, and hopefully we can get some rations before all of our raw food gets eaten. There we go. Now we just need a single person working there. Actually, at the moment we don't need anyone working there because we have no raw food. And I should probably build some hunters' huts so that we have a means of gaining more food. And of course I can't build a road directly because the resource is in the way. So we'll go there, I guess. Okay, do we have our 50 wood? We do not. Is there any other cheap research we want to grab? Sawmill could be good. Steelworks is probably... We'll go sawmill first. Because we have... Do we actually have any? We have no more steel. Never mind. Abort that and go with the steelworks, because we've run out of steel piles. Still have plenty of wood kicking around. Steam hubs, we don't really care about. Temperature-wise, things are more or less fine, so I don't need to turn on the heaters yet. We'll provide shelter for the next 17 people for another hope boost. There and there. And I need to immediately find 15 people to send out. This is just coal, so I'm gonna take you guys off there. And then... Let's see... Oh, we do have more steel here. Whatever, it's fine. We'll grab those 15 people, send them out immediately to get more raw food. And I guess we can have those people gathering more steel and cores. Let's see, our next people is going to be 10 more engineers and 10 children arriving in 3 hours, and then we'll have 15 more workers coming in at nearly 2 days. We've reached the fishing boat. It's a large fishing boat. It's partially hidden under thick layers of snow. We will dig that out, dismantle the boats for resources. We dug out the fishing boat. It was hard work, but it was worth it. We have retrieved some valuable resources from it. So 63 raw food and 55 steel. We'll grab that. I want to say that there was one of these locations, the old storehouse I'm thinking, that had a ton of food in it. But that's just based on memory and could be wrong. Discontent's pretty low. I could push it and try and get more people gathering to try and get more wood. Yep. Shelter promise was fulfilled. That's good. Several families have reached the city. Unfortunately, some of their children got lost near the trail bend. They are distraught and beg you to help their kids. I see. Well, we'll have to go out there at some point, but for that we'll need to get more scouting missions, probably. We've depleted wood crates at another location. We've got a lot of sick and some more homeless. Yes, put you guys on there.
Get back to work.
And then hopefully we can start getting enough wood to get to the next technology level. I need to get this going. I don't want to build another gathering post just for that. Alright. Parts of the storehouse have been taken apart for fuel. The remains of a campfire are hidden inside between stacked crates of frozen fish. So let's explore it. Searching the storehouse, we found records of shipments from the fisheries on the lake. Some pages have been ripped out. The last entry says, "We've been abandoned. I'll gather our men and head out to the main camp before we run out of fish and fuel." Let's take those resources. This was not the one I was thinking of, although more raw food is still good. Let's try the fishing village then. It does want us to get to the trail bend, but I don't think that is critical at the moment. And I still don't have the 50 wood yet. So let's grab the sawmill. I guess I'll pull you guys out of there and send you to also help out here with gathering this wood, because we don't need you standing around not gathering coal. And I should put someone to turn those limited resources into rations. And I probably need to build another hunter's hut. So we can now build the steelworks and the sawmill. I don't think either is critical at the moment. I'm gonna build another hunter's hut. Can't build it there? Come on. Fine. We'll go with here. We'll probably just put those 15 workers directly in that. Let's see, what was I working on? Oh yeah, we need food being made, and we can get another research, and we still don't have enough wood. How much is left here? 32 wood? And it is free time, so no more is coming in tonight. Granted, no research is happening tonight unless I 24-hour it. But I don't think any of these remaining... Oh, I don't think Coal Thumpers is critical at the moment, so I'd rather just wait. Oh, we have one person starving who's gonna eat raw food, which is bad. Fighting arena can be good for raising or lowering discontent. Maybe child shelters. Except that costs wood. That'll cost wood. Sustain life. That doesn't cost anything, it just makes people happier.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
Oh, we have the 70 wood we need now. Not quite sure where it came from. But let's grab drawing boards. And find people we can send out. You're all engineers. Where do I have workers? Here. And then grab those engineers. And you guys. We'll put more engineers there. More engineers in here. And put 14 workers into there to try and get a bit more food tonight. I guess we can throw this onto overdrive quickly to reduce the number of sick we gain at 4 o'clock. Then turn the overdrive back off. It's sort of a cheap way of reducing sick, because the sick gets calculated at midnight and 4 a.m.
Get to work. Move, people.
But we have too many sick people. But our medical post is working at 120% efficiency. 100% because everyone working is healthy, and then the 20% for the transplant law that we signed. So let's explore the fishing village. Broken ice drill. This village was supposed to supply our city with food. The vehicle carried a broken ice drill used for making big air holes big enough for us to fish under the ice. We can fix it and build an outpost here, or dismantle it and retrieve 1 steam core. I will keep it as a potential outpost site. And I think we need to deliver all this raw food we have back to the city. And then we can set out elsewhere. And clearly my memory of where that food was is not accurate. Or maybe I'm thinking of a different scenario. Alright, drawing boards has now been researched, so we can go on to other research. More scouts, I think, is going to be good. right? Generator power will have its uses. Healing people quicker could be good. But I think usually having scouts early on is critical to succeeding. We're gonna get some more people in soon. And we can sign a new law. Child shelters, and then moving on to either medical or engineering apprentices, I think could be good. Overcrowding because we have too much sick. We'll go that route. So then we can get 10 people into our medical post. People aren't happy about it, but all 10 people are now being healed. So another group arrived. We'll put another one in there. And you're still full? Yep. All that's left... Oh, there's nothing left here, so let's dismantle that. What about you? You have one steam core left. So we've got this right here that we need to have people finish at. It's cold, which isn't ideal. And then probably should get a sawmill going to keep getting in resources. So we'll say tucked back here. Don't want to destroy any resources. So maybe here, which it thinks isn't destroying resources. Okay. So that'll be a good place to get some of these people working, to get wood in faster. And speaking of getting a bunch of wood in and a bunch of raw food, so that will be good there. No one is hungry anymore, and we have some rations kicking around. I'm going to send you to the trail bend because that's where our goal is telling us to go to rescue the children. And then when we research the more scouts, we'll send them back out to exploring. At least that's my current thought. Let's see. We have a bunch of homeless still and a bunch more sick. I should deal with the homeless rather than waiting for missions to deal with it. So that will be enough for 20 of these people. Let's see. If I put one here-ish. It's hard to see because the road's fighting me. I can definitely fit at least 2, maybe more houses in here. That's going to be going away though. So, basing my positioning off that isn't really the best. Maybe I'll just build from around here. So that'll be housing for 40 people, which is what we need. Alright, this is now too cold to work. So let's heat it up. Anything else that's too cold? This is. We can't have people working here anymore. Which means I'd need a gathering post to get the last 23 wood. Is that worth it? Cost 15 wood and 5 steel, and I'll only get like 7 of that wood back. I don't know. I'll sort something out there later, but I don't want people working in there when it's now very cold. We don't need all those extra sick people. So let's build another workshop now that we've got a good amount of people. Our sawmill is ready. We'll put 10 workers in there. Actually, I could do engineers and maybe have enough people to hunt. So we're going to need even more food. And I still can't build there, which I'm already aware of, but I keep wanting to. Let's get rid of that tiny bit of road. And then build our next hunter's hut right here.
Get to work. Move, people.
Alright.
There's plenty to do.
We can send out our next scouts to go to the Snowcat, a day and 7 hours versus 23 hours. If I go here in 6 hours, that'll reduce the trip. And you guys can research the medical post so I can get people back from being sick quicker. And do we have engineers? No, I've put them somewhere. Okay. We'll put the engineers in here to keep researching faster. Alright, our scouts have now reached the trail bend, which is where the children were supposed to be lost. A series of gentle, rolling hills begins here. There's a makeshift camp nestled between two of them. A shallow depression by the bend shelters a group of people. Their supplies fell into an ice crevasse, and they made camp here to wait for help. The lost children wandered into the camp a few days ago. They're lucky we found them before they all starved. We will escort these refugees to the city, rather than leaving them or letting them wander on their own. So that'll take some time for our people, but that's why we have a second set of scouts that's still exploring. I guess one extra person can work there. Keep gathering a tiny bit of coal. And this group got to the abandoned camp, so move on to Hangman Hill. Move on to Hangman Hill, please. Thank you. Alright. Are we out of resources here? We are. So let's dismantle you. You still have a good amount of coal. Even though it pains me a little bit, I am going to build another gathering post over here just to gather this wood so it's out of my way. Alright, and you guys can now get bunkhouses, which would be good for temperature. Coal mining could be good. Generator power and range has value. I'm gonna ignore coal for now because we still have plenty of coal available. Though I'm probably gonna kick myself later when we do run out of coal. So we'll go with bunkhouses to try and keep people healthy. Alright, we got another group that arrived. So we have 25 people kicking around, so let's build another workshop while I'm thinking about it. Keep our tech game going forward. And that'll still leave us another 15 workers. Food-wise, we're doing pretty good, so I don't think I need to stress on that. Maybe build our steel mine, or steelworks, so that we have some means of gaining more steel. Come on, work with me here. It's like weird protrusion that stops me from being able to build the road where I want. Alright, we can put 15 people in there. And I should sign the law about child labor just so I can get improvements to... Oh dear, even more people. So, 4 more engineers and 15 more kids. And because I haven't signed child labor, kids are not helping in any way. They're just wasting resources. I guess you can go out to the supply depot. That'll take 24 hours. I can shorten it by going here first to the trail bend because it's mostly on the way. And we need 3 more houses. So 1, 2, 3, I guess. Missing children found. Captain, the group from the trail bend has reached our city. The missing children are amongst them. Their parents are beside themselves with joy. I see. And let's stretch that road a bit longer. So that's 14 more engineers that we have. I'll put 5 here, and I guess I'll end up putting a bunch working in the steel mill. And we'll turn on the temperature there because it's going to be super cold. Same with there. And that's right, we've got this new gathering post that's not really doing anything. Just trying to get rid of this wood quickly. This gathering post still hasn't been torn up. It was like a day ago. Alright, we reached the trail bend. I'll have you guys move on to the supply depot, and you have made it to the Hangman's Hill. We cut the frozen body down and gently lowered it to the ground. There's a tool chest at the base of the tree. The Engineer's Curse. The chest we found contains an engineer's tools and a death note. You lured me here with promises, kept me in the dark, told my wife I'd died. You're beneath contempt. I hope you enjoyed my farewell gift. It seems that the people it was intended for never read the note, and we can only hope that we don't become the recipients of whatever gift he left for them. So we can bury the man with his tools, or we can bury the man and take his tools, which will get us a steam core. I don't know what this is. I feel like this is the good thing, and there might be some penalty for choosing to bury the man and taking his tools, but I don't recall, but I'm not going to just give up a steam core. So let's grab it. We're at least burying him. And then move on to the frozen pond, I guess. Alright, we don't have any spare people. We can sign another law. I think we'll finally sign the child shelters. That'll make a lot of people happy because we have 40 children. We have so many sick.
Work time. Get back to work.
We've now researched bunkhouses. Let's get both of you working longer shifts. And why are you cold but the others aren't? Or do you just have a sick worker? Yeah, you have a sick worker. Okay. Next we will get the generator power upgrade, which unfortunately only helps that center ring. But I think that is the most important thing at the moment, is everything's starting to get cold. And I could build steam hubs if needed to extend that heat range. Supply depot. The shack is falling apart, but its contents still have some value to us. Let's give it an explore. Searching the shack, we found plenty of valuable supplies. A bunch of wood and a bunch of raw food. So let's grab that. And there actually isn't anything further over here, so you can head back to the city. Actually, I guess you guys could head to here. 16 hours to arrive, and they will get back in 11 hours, so never mind. Yeah, go straight to the city. And we have steam core arriving in an hour. I think that's to a different explore area. But yeah, these people will arrive in a day with another 40 mouths to feed. Steam core person has made it to the frozen pond. It's just a distinct spot, nothing to look at. We'll have you go to, I guess, the coal mine, because it's over here, kind of by itself. And we've researched the generator power, so the generator, I think, automatically will upgrade to the next level of power, and that should raise all of these people from chilly to livable, which will be nice. Whoa, that's not what I want. I could do range to push out to another level, or I could just build hubs to cover all those houses, which I'm leaning towards. Let's see, I can't get the drafting machine level 2, so let's finally do the coal mines. I need more people. I mean, I don't really. Let's build the child shelter, because we did promise. We did finally dismantle that, so children are cared for, hope will rise. So that child shelter is actually only housing 15 kids, so I should probably build another 2, but I don't really understand how the child shelters work when I move on to either engineering apprentices or medic apprentices. Normally I'd go engineer. I'm going to go with medic because I do know there's going to be a lot of sick in this scenario. And that'll just help get people healed quicker. So we're now up to 132. For what? Transplants is 20%, an additional 12% for medical post upgrade. I'm assuming that's the children helping, maybe? We're getting a lot of sick, so let's overdrive through the night. So overdrive just raises the temperature by another level, but it has a temporary stress level, and so if we go up to 100%, the generator will explode. So we have to make sure not to forget about it. But that does bring all of these up into comfortable, which should hopefully reduce the number of sick that we're getting. These people have made it back to the city, so head on out this direction to the Snowcat. We'll have you get to the empty shelter first. Speed up movement. Alright, and these guys got to the coal mine. It's an abandoned coal mine. The snow around it is untrodden, and an eerie silence hangs over the place. There doesn't seem to be anything wrong with the machinery. We could easily restart the mining operations, or we could just retrieve a large number of raw materials if we took the machinery apart. So we can grab the 825 coal, or grab a bit of wood and a steam core as well. We'll just take the coal. I like having the options for outposts, because I never know what I'm going to need. And we'll have you move on. Coal is not critical, so we don't need you to head back quite yet. And we're actually stocking up on raw food. So I need probably another person to help with cooking. Given that, I just pulled these people off middle of the night, which I should not have done. But oh well. That was a mistake that means we brought in less raw food today than we should have. I probably need to consider getting another medical bed. Meanwhile, I'll build that road, so when it's built, I can then strip out that road to get things to line up better. Okay, that's all good. Oh, temperature raised. And let's turn off the overdrive. Since it's now daytime, no one should be in their tents. And let's dismantle this bit of road. And put down another medical post. What are we researching? Coal mining? Okay, that'll be good.
Work time. Get back to work.
Coal mine has been researched. Let's move on to drafting machine level 2. We're getting in a good amount of resources at this point, both wood and steel. And a lot of food. Yeah, things are going pretty good actually. I need to get more coal coming in, so that's a bit dangerous. But we will deal with that soon. I have coal mine, right? Yeah. So we've got a spot here and a spot here. Let's go with there because it's nearby everything I've already started working on. Steam cores. We've just used our first steam core. The steam cores are a necessary component in advanced technology. We can't manufacture steam cores in the city, so let's hope that our scouts find them during their expeditions. Yeah. They say that every time. A note of thanks. We just wanted to thank you. Back in London, it was only the wealthy that didn't have to send their kids to work, but in this new world you're creating, we can see that things will be different. So it's work time. Does that mean that our medical posts are getting additional? Yeah, so the kids helping out is giving us an additional 24%. I don't actually know what that medical post upgrade 12% is. It's probably a law I signed. Maybe. Sustain life, maybe? I don't know. Weird. I should pull off engineers from somewhere. From there, I suppose, to put them in this medical post. We'll be getting more people in 4 hours, so that'll be fine. Alright, we've got our drafting machine research level 2. Infirmary is probably what I could go for. Let's see. Better coal mining. Better resources. I don't think any of our resources are bad. More food I don't think is yet at a critical level. I think infirmary is actually a really good call. Build one of those and I can remove the other 2 medical posts. Probably. Oh, we are super running out of coal. And we are out of coal here. So let's build that coal mine. Did we build a coal? We are building a coal mine, that's right. Okay. Lost refugees. According to these survivors, there's a group of refugees took a wrong turn at the White Pass. They'll surely die if we don't send scouts to help them. I see. So next time we have scouts available, we'll consider heading over there. There we go. They've reached the rock slide. The rock slide has revealed a sheer concrete wall with a huge, heavy steel door. Steam core and steel. We opened the door in the concrete wall with difficulty. Inside we found a veritable industrial treasure trove, an underground complex that probably housed a factory of some kind. Let's grab those 2 steam cores and 84 steel. And then where? Way out here. Okay. Well, then you head back to the city. And then make that huge trek. And we need to build 4 more houses. I probably should build bunkhouses instead. Since we are talking about the outer ring. Okay. We'll go something like that. So there. And there. This has 2 people gathering the last of that wood. And this... Oh no, this still has plenty of coal. I thought we were down to the last coal, but I probably just clicked on that single spot. Alright. That's now good to go, so we'll put 10 people working to get some more coal. And I'll just put a bunch in here so we can just finish off this wood pile quickly. Send the last 2 out. Nah, you can just work in the steel. We'll go that route. Houses are being made. We've reached the snowcat. The snowcat is a wreck. It must have been going extremely fast when it hit a block of ice, perhaps in the dark or during a whiteout. The front of the snowcat was completely destroyed, and inside we found 2 frozen bodies, some supplies, a family photo, and a letter from London. It ends, "The worst cold is still to come, but they won't say when. I wish our daughters and I were safe in the north with you already." We'll take these resources and then move on to the damaged snowcat. Alright, we still have some sick, but between the 2 medical posts, we're mostly keeping up. This is our gathering post, yeah. Okay, infirmary has been researched. We'll want to build one of those right away. And then keep working on getting more resources. Coal is starting to look scary, so we'll improve our coal mining. We've got a 2 temperature drop coming fairly soon, which that will make all these on the outer ring very cold, which is super bad. Turn that on so it's also warm. Nope, keep clicking the wrong button. Food is fine. The person just needs to go and eat. Alright, scouts have returned to the city with the 3 steam cores, a bunch of coal, and a bunch of steel, so our coal situation is now resolved. At least temporarily. And then you gotta go all the way out here, which is 2 days away, to find those people. This gathering post has now run out of stuff to pick up, which is what we were waiting for to get that wood gone. So people that were working there can go to this steel mill, and I guess gathering more food. Coal is full. I could go with the fighting arena. Actually, let's go on to the order tree with the neighborhood watch. So we'll have to build a couple of watchtowers. We need to mobilize and stand together to help people in need and protect them from troublemakers. So we'll sign this, and then we have to build our 2 watchtowers. Those are simple enough. And so the goal is to get as many houses as we can under watchtowers. So they're here, I guess. And then where are other houses? Actually kind of scattered about. I didn't build the city very well, clearly. But those are both houses. So maybe... there, and I can have this be another housing district. I guess. And I do need to build those resource depots that I keep putting off, because we keep running into situations where we're not gathering any more resources because we are full. Speaking of being out of resource space, we are out of wood. And I still need that infirmary. So what's that take? We have the resources for it, so let's get it in. Tucked back here seems fine. I'm probably going to build a steam hub around here as just a working zone. That way I don't have to put on individual heaters on all these things. Yeah, that'll get all 3 workshops and the infirmary. This isn't working well. We have 2 people that are out sick. That's why we're at 80% efficiency. Alright, we reached the damaged snowcat with our scouts. This must have been a large snowcat. Its steam turbine must have exploded, turning it into a heap of junk. We found some supplies inside the wreck. We'll surely find a good use for them. Let's grab 83 steel and move on to the abandoned sawmill. And these guys are still heading out slowly to the White Pass. We need some people to work at each of these watchtowers that we're building. So one will work there. And when this one's done, we'll send one guy to work there, and that'll meet our goal. Wood is currently an issue, so we'll say the steam sawmill. So one thing I can do is I can dismiss these 2 people that are 3 people that are out sick, and then we'll go here, grab a handful of these healthy people and see if I can get healthy people working in here. And then this that's not really working at the moment because we're maxed, I'm just gonna leave 1 person there for when food arrives, but I could refill it with the sick people since it's less important. As it is, we'll put a couple more people in here, and then eventually put a couple more in here. There we go. So we've now met our promise on the watchtowers. There we go. And does that? It does not have an ability yet to raise hope or lower discontent. Those buildings usually eventually get abilities like that. Since we have way too much coal at the moment, I need these resource depots built so I can have you guys keep mining resources. Oh, I'm completely out of wood now. Okay. Oops. Yeah, as I was saying, I need that steam sawmill because we keep running out of wood. Okay, you will be set to coal. That'll give us a bit more of a buffer. There's something to be said for setting this one to rations, but we can build up a buffer of raw food, so I don't think that's as critical. And our infirmary is now done, so we will start by... Actually, we only have 10 sick, so I will just pull everyone off of these 2 medical facilities and put them into the infirmary, which is nice and toasty without even having to turn on heaters. And we'll just leave those there so that if I need them, I can use them. But hopefully I won't need to use them. And because that hub is built, I think I don't need... Oh, I didn't even have these heaters on. Perfect. That solves that. Yeah, steam sawmill is our next priority. So we've arrived at the abandoned sawmill. Indeed, it is a sawmill. It hasn't been used in a very long time. Everything is covered in ice. There was probably an outpost here years ago. Now there's nothing left of it but this frozen sawmill. Let's grab 203 wood and move on to the research outpost. Oh man, this is taking forever to get to White Pass. Another group has arrived. These newcomers came across some lost engineers and brought them to our city. They have unsettling news. As we were leaving London in the ships taken from the Lords, we heard Lord Craven giving the order to shoot at us. We must stick together in case he ever follows us here. Let's build 2 more houses. And we'll build them around this so that they get the bonuses as well. Steam Sawmill's been researched. Let's upgrade you. Unfortunately, that means I don't have resources for research, because I doubt there's anything that just needs steel. There is! Sawmill upgrade. Brilliant. Food situation is great. Steel is fine. Okay, coal pile is depleted, so we can finally remove that gathering post. I think we're now on to just using normal buildings for gathering resources, which is what we were wanting. I gotta make sure that this snow pit doesn't ever end up in a heated zone. Kind of forgot it was sitting over there. Timely intervention. Sir, a child climbed the generator, slipped and fell, but was thankfully caught by a neighborhood watch member who was on patrol nearby. He then escorted the child to his mother and gave them both a good talking to. It could have ended with a broken leg or worse if it weren't for our watchmen, a neighbor commented. We're lucky to have them. I'm glad it ended well. Okay, we got the sawmill upgrade. Anything else I can get with just steel? Because we're out of wood? Probably not. No, everything needs at least 30 wood. So we'll have to wait to get more wood in, and that's currently held off by that. But our sawmill is going. We have lots of wood now. Should have been keeping a better eye on things. Outposts would be valuable. Then we could bring in some of that coal or food or whatever from the various outpost locations. Let's see. Flying Hunters gets us 30 raw food. Oh, we've got some new people to the stream. Hello, VPick Pro Player and Valtreska. Welcome to the stream. Feel free to ask questions or give suggestions. So we can go with hunting tactics, which I don't know if those apply to the Flying Hunters or not. Flying Hunters would raise our food up to 30, so we would need less people hunting. Don't really want the wall drill at the moment, because we're not going to have a ton of steam cores. We'll go with generator range, because I'm lazy and I don't want to have to build a bunch of steam hubs around everywhere. This won't work for everything, but it will help us for the next little bit. And I won't have to update all these to bunkhouses quite yet. Because I think, yeah, at a 2 temperature drop that's coming, these are going to drop down to chilly, which is totally fine, but these are in danger. That's the wrong button, as always. And meanwhile, let's build that other bunkhouse that we needed. So then that'll deal with the last of our homeless. Well, thanks for the follow. I'm trying. I'm a new streamer, so I don't always know what I'm doing, but I'm trying to do a decent job. So we've reached the research outpost. This research outpost was deserted a long time ago. It's quite old, but there might still be some useful equipment inside. The people who worked here were explorers. They paved the way north for the rest of us. They must have left in a hurry, perhaps to reunite with their families before the great winter took hold. 2 more steam cores and a bunch of coal. So we'll grab that, and then you can move on to the iron bank. And unless we find more place to explore, we're basically done for now. Though there probably will be more locations to go find people like Trailbend and White Pass were. So the Book of Laws, we can now do the morning gathering, which every morning our hope would rise slightly. That has some value. Or guard stations, which are better versions of the watchtowers. I think there are events that will pop up that need us to have guard stations as opposed to just the neighborhood watch. And I don't know when those will start popping up, but let's see, guard stations can lower discontent and raise hope. This just raises hope. What's our hope looking like? Our hope's actually fantastic. So let's go with the guard stations to keep lowering discontent. So then we have a new quest to then build those guard stations. They can just go right on top of where the old watchtowers were. So we'll just rebuild both of those. Makes people a little bit discontent at the moment, but then I think there will be abilities that we can use to just lower discontent. Guard stations have been built and manned to maintain order in the city. Some people question their purpose, but the majority support your decision, and hope will rise a little bit more, and discontent will drop back down a little bit. They're currently running at 100% efficiency. From what I understand, you only need 3 people working to keep it at 100%, but I think there becomes issues because it's a 24-hour working location. So these people are all working, but then when the second shift starts, then I think efficiency will drop, something like that. But at least for the moment, I can keep them at 100% efficiency. Not that I really know what that efficiency is doing, besides, I guess, passively lowering discontent. Oh, we have 30 people who are not doing anything. I should probably do something about that. I can put you guys working there. I think all of our resource buildings are maxed still. Yep. We'll get a second person working there. We have 10 engineers who are doing nothing, and sickness isn't a problem, so I don't need to put them in the medical post. So I think I'm going to have our engineers work in a couple more new workshops. And by a couple, I mean 1, because I'm out of wood again. So we'll set up... There's just not a lot of wood back here. Like, it would be nice to get some of it, but... I don't know. I mean, I guess I might as well, because we've got the people. But not the wood. Avalanche survivors. This group has been through a lot. The avalanche at the Black Spire separated them from their friends. They beg us to help them. I see. So that'll be another location to explore when our scouts are free, which is 6 hours from now. And the temperature is dropping, so now these tents are all freakishly cold, but we've got generator range upgrade occurring. Hopefully that gets solved by the time... Oh, and we have a bunch of homeless again. So I'll take care of that right away, because I definitely don't want to deal with that. And we're out of wood again. Yeah, but the generator range should cause all these outside ring to be warm. There we go. So that should push the generator range out to that second ring. What do I need? I could go with the wall drill. And because wood is always our issues and we're running out of places for sawmills, I need to start that probably sooner than later. Food is still fine? Yeah, food is still fine. So we'll go with the wall drill. As much as it uses a steam core and it doesn't produce that much wood. But long term, I think it's going to be necessary. Unless I build an outpost to a wood location, which we haven't found one yet. We just have food and coal. Oh, Black Spire is actually closer than the White Pass, which we're heading to. So when these guys get here, I'm then going to send them to, well, back to our city, and then move on to Black Spire. Yeah, so the wall drill is a technology for getting more wood. So the basic gist of what's going on, where's our wall drill location? Here. So the theory is that behind all of this ice is actually forest. And so the ice is actually built up over the tops of trees. And in some of the scenarios, you can actually sort of see the trees kind of hiding back in the ice. It's not as obvious here, but the idea is that we just have a drill that drills into the ice to get to all those trees that are frozen over and just pulls the wood out of the wall itself. And so it's just an infinite source of wood from just drilling out of the forest that's the wall of our city. It's a weird idea, but the problem with it is the wall drill gets 160 wood per day versus a sawmill. How much are you generating? 15 per hour, which I guess is pretty equivalent. If they work a 14-hour day, 15 wood per hour. Doing math on stream is not my best call. 14 times 15. I've got calculators for this. 210. So this is getting me 210 wood per day, as opposed to the wall drill that is 160 wood per day, and the wall drill cost me a steam core, versus this did not. And I can put this wherever I want, as long as there are, frozen trees. So I just kind of hate the wall drill, because it costs steam cores and isn't super efficient. Let's put people here. Our coal situation is still bad, so let's build another coal mine here. Okay. And I'll probably want to do research to get the advanced coal mine as quickly as I can. And we'll put some more engineers in there. So I still have 8 more workers and 5 more engineers. I don't know. Still need more houses. So I think the one that we were building, we just built. So we'll go here, so you're also within the range of that guard tower. Then I need 1 more house, which I can't afford because I need more wood. Okay, we reached the White Pass finally. The trail is barely visible. The wind blasting through the narrow ravine between the rock faces carries the smells of campfire smoke. Our people must be close by. Led by fools. Shouts and cheers break through the howling winds as we descend from the pass into a small camp. "Are you from the city?" asks one of the refugees. Relieved by our answer, he tells us about a group of know-all engineers who led them in the wrong direction. And that points us to the Barren Hollow. So we will escort these people back to the city, because that's what we always do with survivors. We don't want them to die. We are going to want to get out here to the Barren Hollow at some point to continue our exploration. Let's see, we've got 1 house being built. We need to build a second one. We now have enough wood to work on that. So I guess put it out here. And that is by road, so that's fine. Food quality. Sir, people are complaining about the quality of food. They understand that times are hard and a full meal is a luxury, but eating one from time to time makes a big difference for them. Is there a chance of that? Provide 216 standard food rations in 3 days, which I could do, or discontent will rise. I won't address it. Soup is really awesome. I mean, it's not that much better, but I don't know. I also hate promising to accomplish things because I don't directly control these people, and so if they make poor decisions, then it comes back to affect me. So I want the steam coal mine because coal is becoming dangerous, and I don't want to go to thumpers because that takes a ton of people, which we will eventually have, and I'll probably want to switch to thumpers. But for now, I need more wood. I'm gonna say that constantly. We can go with generator efficiency. That would help with our coal usage. Might be one of the smarter things to work on at the moment. Yeah. So we'll go with generator efficiency. And hopefully we'll have our wood situation under control at some point. So we can build the wall drill. Is that the only wall drill location? Looks like it. Let's put that there. And I can get some people working there to get additional wood. I think our new sawmill that I built here wasn't a steam sawmill. So this will cost 17 more wood, but then we'll be getting in wood even faster. Okay. How is our situation? So yeah, we've got all of our tents are currently chilly. Chilly isn't great, but it's only a low risk of falling ill, so I usually don't freak out over it. All of these being cold is bad news. But I have to get the range pushed out even farther, which I suppose I could do. This is super cold. Very cold in that coal mine. Although that's because it's still in construction or just got constructed. So, I don't know. Let's get some people working there. And that's a bunkhouse, yeah. So that'll deal with our homeless problem. And we've reached the iron bank. Pseudonym, you said you don't think the wall drill quite connects? You don't think I connected to the city? I might not have. I'll check that in a moment. There's a crack between the vault door and the frame that's wide enough to squeeze through. It's completely dark inside. Useless riches. There is indeed a vault, the vault in which the lords planned to preserve as much of their wealth as they could. Yet there isn't much in the way of gold apart from some ancient jewelry and other works of art. There are wonders of science and knowledge here, instruments, books, newspapers, and letters. We can leave the treasures intact, or take whatever we can use, which will get us 2 more steam cores and a bunch of steel. So we'll grab all that, and we've reached the end of this exploration area. So let's head to the city with everything. So they'll be bringing in, yeah, bunch of stuff. Let's check out the wall drill. Yeah, it looks like the wall drill is connected by roads. It's not complaining, at least. So let's grab some people from somewhere else. I don't know. Everyone's needed. We need more people. We'll get a bunch here, so that'll be good. I guess I'll leave it alone until those people arrive. I can reduce these down to a single person to still meet the requirements. It's not the best, but I don't find these as important. So more than half our people are living near a guard station, which means that we have a permanent modifier of 126 people living near guard stations, which is lowering our discontent. So that's good. Yeah, we just need a lot more coal coming in. So let's put you guys both to longer shifts, which they all love. And hopefully we can get our coal situation more under control. Wow, we're up to a ton of sick. It's because we've got a couple of cold homes and a couple of chilly homes, or basically everything else is chilly. some of our bunkhouses that we have are livable if they're in the heat zones. Alright. We had enough coal to make it through the night. Strangers on the horizon. Another group of refugees has reached our city. On the way here, they spotted a ship some distance away from the landing site. We should investigate. Alright. So we've now got the landing site that we'll need to head to in addition to Blackspire. Temperatures are rising. Hopefully that means I can turn down... Yeah. Let's turn that down to steam level 1 and turn off some of these heaters. Right?
Order, people. Let's march to work.
No. Want them out of Chile. Yeah, I think that's probably good. These people will arrive in 4 hours and I can... Oh, no, that was our last group that just got here. So we now have 15 more people and 11 more homeless. So we'll build another bunkhouse. And then I'll need... Actually, we need 2 more bunkhouses because it's 11 homeless. And I'll need housing for another 50 more people. That's getting a bit ridiculous. Okay, so you guys can work in there. You're warm enough. You just have a sick person. But that should hopefully get taken care of soon enough. Did I research? I did not. So I was wanting to get this, which needs even more wood and steel. Lots of discontent. My discontent's fine. I don't know what the problem is. So most of it is because of overtime work, bad food. We've overcrowded the medical facilities and ignored one of their requests. I should use laws to deal with it. And probably will at some point. Probably need to go farther down the order tree, because then we get things like morning gatherings, which will raise hope. That doesn't help with discontent. I think patrol does. Patrol will reduce discontent and raise hope, and I can do it, I think, basically every day. Yeah, 1 day cooldown. It costs 10 rations, but then our guards go out and patrol the streets to lower discontent and raise hope. Propaganda centers, also a fun one. If anyone has read 1984, this is basically the Ministry of Truth, where we tell people what is true and what they should believe. I'm sure that's totally fine and not questionable. I should get down to Foreman as well, quickly. Foreman is powerful. But I think I'm going to go with Patrol first to deal with our discontent a bit, because that is getting a bit high. Also, the 11 homeless, I think, hurts our discontent. So once we get everyone homes, that should drop a bit. So we've got our wood up surprisingly quickly, but we still need a bunch of steel, 50 steel, to work on that. So in the meantime, while we're waiting, I guess lighter scout sleds, so our scouts can get around quicker. Alright, they made it to the city to drop off a bunch of stuff, and you can now head out here to Blackspire to look for more survivors. Sir, the refugees who took a wrong turn at the White Pass have reached our city. They look around eagerly, longing for a hot meal and warm beds. I see. So we've now got even more homeless to deal with. We've got 2 houses being made, so that'll leave us 28 or 18 more people that need homes. So I guess... And we're out of steel. Okay. And I can sign a new law. We'll sign patrols. And I can go here
Listen, everyone.
and
New law
tell
is
patrols to
fine.
go out. Why can I not click the button? Do I need more people working here? Maybe? Apparently so. Alright. And I think, yeah, it gets used on all of them. So our discontent and hope are now in a lot better place just after running patrols. Let's build a couple more bunkhouses.
Work is done for the day.
And I need a lot more steel coming in. Is there another spot for steel works? There is, back here. I'd prefer to build the... Oh, I don't actually have the advanced steelworks researched yet. Well, that's a thing I could research. A drunken outburst. Captain, one of our workers has gotten drunk and now he's scaring people, shouting some nonsense about the lords. The lords are coming in that ship. You'll see. They're coming with that bastard Lord Craven to take what's ours. We can let him be, and hope will fall slightly, or we can shut him up and he may get hurt. I think our medical situation is good enough to deal with him being hurt. Although, our hope is fine. We'll let him be. Food situation's fine. Homeless will be dealt with soon. Alright, we have now way over pushed our limit on wood at the moment. Which is fine, I guess. Alright, you can go out here to the Barren Hollow, I guess. We'll have you go to White Pass because that'll be quicker than going directly there. 2 days and 6 hours versus 1 day, 1 hour. So cut a day off the trip. And you have stopped because there's no more room. Same with the sawmills. I guess I will put down some more resource depots. Lighter scout sleds. So I need the advanced steel, clearly. Steam Steel works. Actually, I've got the resources at the moment to do tier 3. So let's get that before I use up all my resources again right away. As I am known to do. Food situation, deal with itself. Homeless is dealt with. So we've got lots of food kicking around. We'll make some more room for wood and rations, and I should get some more hunting or hunters' huts out there because we're starting to run lower on food. Lower than I'm really comfortable with. And we've got lots of people kicking around that can work. Alright. What else? 10 more engineers. Maybe I'll build another workshop. Always good to just have an absurd number of workshops. Because health is fine. And more resource gathering of some variety. Our sawmills are still covering a lot of area. But I could just get a second one built here, just to get even more wood coming in. Since I just have too many people. Alright. We'll go with there. And that street is under construction. Because I think we're getting to the point where we have too many people for our current 3 hunters' huts. So we'll get another one going, and I should put some research into getting our food situation a little bit better. Alright. Get people working in there. And we've reached the Black Spire. The Black Spire is composed of an ancient volcanic rock. Out of food? Am I out of food? I'll check in a moment. At its base, a shallow depression offers protection from the wind. A group of people found shelter here. The group of our people got lost after an avalanche separated them from the others. Exhausted, they stopped here to recover, but their supplies are running out. On their way here, they saw a large, peculiar structure buried in the snow. They have no idea what it is, other than it was man-made. Well, let's escort them to the city, as usual. And we've got... I don't know what structure they were referring to. Oh well. Well, we've got some extra sick, so I guess I'll put people in that medical post just to deal with the sick. Yep, we did run out of prepared meals, so I'm gonna just fill that up with people so we don't keep running into that issue. We've reached White Pass, so I'm gonna have them then go 7 hours to the side to get to the Barren Hollow. And I did put people in here already, I did, so that's good. You guys can work there. Soon they'll run out of trees that this one can reach, and I don't know, I guess I'll move them at that point. What am I researching? Yep, mechanical calculators, that's good. So then I can get the steam steelworks, which I need, or the coal mine. How's our coal? Doing better. I can reduce the number of people employed. I don't think that's critical. Better food income would be good. Houses would be good. Generator range or more power could be good because the temperature will be dropping soon. But I think right now I just need to have better access to steel when I need it. That being said, bunkhouses. All of our tents are currently within the heated range of the two heat levels. So that's fine, I guess. Temperature will drop 1 level soon, which will turn all these chilly. Let's turn that on. And that. Yeah, I'll need to get the coal situation resolved next. An angry rant. Sir, our guards report that a man is giving an impassioned speech to a small crowd accusing you of scheming to enslave us all. Our captain is trying to keep you content, ignorant and under control. Remember the new poor law, the workhouses? That's how we live now. We're supposed to work and be quiet, but it's not too late. Discontent will rise if I let him speak, or I can accuse him of lying and chase him away, and then hope will fall slightly. Let's let hope fall slightly, because our discontent's a bit high. And meanwhile, I can pull you guys back off of the medical post, because we are good there. And I still have 8 more people I can find work for. So let's build another workshop. That is not within range of the heater, so here. Hopefully that'll get built soon. We have maxed out on wood again. So I'm gonna build a couple, or upgrade a couple of these tents to bunkhouses. Don't want to use up too much of our wood and steel. We've reached the Barren Hollow, a distinct spot in the Frostlands. We can use it as a waypoint for further exploration. The steam lorry and the snow-covered supplies. So I guess go to the snow-covered supplies, and then move on to the steam lorry, and then maybe to the landing site. These people will get back in 0 minutes. There we go. So you, I guess, can go all the way out to the landing site. It's so far away. And then research-wise, we've got that, so let's grab the coal mine.
Work is done for the day.
And I'll want to upgrade both of our steelworks to the new steam variety. Avalanche survivors have been found. Captain, the refugees who survived the avalanche at the Black Spire have reached our city. They have finally been reunited with their friends. I see. And it looks like we've still got one more refugee group coming in. Is that these people? Oh no. We have 70 homeless. Well, 30 of those are from this, but I'll need to build 4 more houses. The final group. The people from this group say that no more refugees are coming. We were the last to leave the ships, so we should be the last to reach the generator. There's no living soul left on the trail behind us. I see. So let's build 4 more bunkhouses, I guess. Kind of broke up my pattern, which is a little problematic. There, that'll be fine. I'll put 5 people working there so we get our tech even faster. Save all our people. You did it. Our friends and families, brothers and sisters, husbands and wives are safe. We're stronger now. You've proved that together we can achieve the impossible. I'm glad to hear that. Hope will rise. You've succeeded. Everyone has been saved. But you'll notice that we aren't done yet. We'll do another patrol to lower discontent and raise hope. And 6 more hours till our next law. So both of these have now been upgraded, so we should be getting more steel in. We've reached the snow-covered supplies. The snow covering the crates is deep, but we're sure that there are some valuable supplies buried down there. Some raw food. Under the snow, we've uncovered many crates full of supplies. There's no telling who might have left them here. 76 raw food. So let's grab that and move on to the steam lorry. And we are out of raw food and have limited rations. So I do think building more hunters' huts or upgrading them will be a top priority pretty soon. Homeless is getting taken care of. Okay. All of our homeless are taken care of. Food rations are scary. So let's do the morning gathering just to raise some hope. Or is there anything I still want in adaptation? Care house, fighting arena, pub, and then moonshine has some value. That's 3 laws just to get the value of moonshine, which makes them not hate their meals. But sure. Discontent keeps being our issues, and that's what those are for. So we'll put 1 there and 1 way back here. Sorry if you hear cats meowing. My cats are loud. Let's see, now that we've got even better discontent options being looked into, we'll make all of our tech work just a little bit longer. We built our 2 fighting arenas. Save our people. Captain, a young couple asked us to deliver this note to you. We were separated on the trail and had to fight back to spare. Thanks to your efforts, we've been reunited. No words can express our gratitude. I see. Yes. So I'm an American, so I have my heat in Fahrenheit. I do in some ways like it in Celsius in this game. If we go into settings, I can put it in Celsius. And at that point, it's all in 10-degree ticks, which I think is easier for keeping track of what the actual temperature level is. So it starts at -20. So I know I'm currently sitting at 1 tick down in temperature from the starting temperature because it's 30. And then it'll drop to 40 with this temperature drop of 1 level, which will be -40. And so it's just a lot easier to just quickly see. And I could say Fahrenheit is better for me as an American, it's what I'm used to, but when we start getting down to like -70 degrees Fahrenheit, I don't know what that means. I never deal with that. So it doesn't really have much meaning to me either way. It's just absurdly cold. We've reached the steam lorry. This huge machine used to haul tons of cargo until it broke. We can dismantle it to retrieve some resources. Heavy hauler. The generators were built thanks to steam lorries like this and their ability to haul cargo over the frozen landscapes. It's a shame it can't be repaired. So we'll grab 2 more steam cores and 98 steel. I'm actually going to tell you to just go here because you'll get here in 19 hours and they've still got a day and 20 hours. I'm still going to have them come over here because likely there will be additional places to search once this is checked out. Unless it immediately tells me to search something over here and then I'll feel dumb. I don't really have a preference. It means the same thing, and again, I have no mental frame of reference for insanely cold temperatures. So, I'm happy to switch it to Celsius. There we go, we get to -40, which means we're down 2 levels. You can also click on a building and see that the weather is -2. So that also tells me that I'm 2 levels down, but it's a lot easier to see just from looking at this and saying I'm 20 degrees below the starting -20. So I'm 2 levels down. It works either way. Looks like we're going to be having a few more drops coming soon, which means I should also start researching more temperature stuff. Heating, that's the word. So more power, improved heaters, etc. But I want to get the coal situation solved first before I start doing that. Wood's looking good. It's work time, so... Wow, I have 55 people not working. I should get more people working. And 20 homeless because I just built those. I am intelligent. We'll just start slowly upgrading some of these. So that's the steam coal mine. So that'll get our coal situation a little bit better. I need to get the food situation better. So we'll go with flying hunters. Yeah. And let's upgrade our coal mines right away. Can build some more resource depots. Except I'll just change this one to wood right now because we're not reaching our limit on rations yet. An indignant woman. Sir, our guards have reported this woman for attacking them on patrol. She was cursing them and hitting them with her fists when they brought her in. I would have come by myself, the woman says. These swine have been pestering me day in and day out, and I'm sick of it. They say they need to check if everything's in order, but it's just an excuse for them to make advances. I can punish her and hope will fall. I can reprimand the guards and hope will rise slightly. Or I can skip this district on patrol, hope will rise, using the patrol will have less effect. We'll have hope rise slightly by reprimanding the guards. Not that it particularly matters, and I should probably run another patrol when I can, because our discontent is getting up again. Let's see. There's our flying hunters. I should look up whether hunting tactics help the flying hunters or not. I just always don't think about it. Let's see. Houses would be good. But if I'm gonna get houses, I'd like to get the house redesign, which makes houses cheaper. Wood's not an issue anymore. At least at the moment. Yeah, I think generator power upgrade. It's gonna be what I want for the moment. And let's build those flying hunters. And we're out of steel again. Come on. I've got the coal or steam steelworks. Let's extend their hours as well. Extend everyone's hours. The looming threat. Captain, the lookout at the beacon reports a large group of strangers marching in our direction. We have to assume that the lords are coming. Our people are afraid their worst fears are going to come true. We're going to die in this frozen hell if they force us to leave. Even if they let us stay, they'll turn us into their slaves. We must be ready to fight. I see. Yes. So ages ago I played through all the scenarios. I am starting over playing through them in order again, so I haven't yet gotten to the last autumn in this replay. I've just done the base, a new home, the arcs, and I think that's it. This is the third one, if I'm remembering right. Yeah, so I will eventually get to the last autumn, but I haven't gotten through it in this latest replaying of the scenarios. Face the lords. The prospect of so many lords coming here has caused understandable tension. The conflict between the people from different social classes could jeopardize the future of our city. In the next few days, the shape of our society may well be completely redefined. Okay. So the lords will get here in 8 days. It looks like. Well, the scenario is going on for 9 more days, but it looks like we're going to have a group getting here in a day and a half. Cold homes. I am going to not address this because I can see that we're going to get a temperature drop, and that means I could raise the temperature, the timer would immediately start, and I would have to raise it again so that it can handle this drop within 2 days, and that just seems difficult. So I'd rather just take the hit from not addressing it. Discontent goes up a bit because I ignored them, but then I run another patrol, and everyone's happy. And our hunters are heading out. That's good. Did I not upgrade? Oh yeah, I only was able to upgrade a couple of them because we ran out of steel again. And I have no ways to get more steel. Well, I'm not going to upgrade at night because I assume they've already headed out and I don't want to screw that up. And we've maxed out on wood again. And our coal is going good. What I need is more steel. So we finally reached the landing site. Snow has hidden every trace of the crowds that passed through here. From the shore, we are unable to see the mysterious ship reported by our people. We'll have to get higher. We spotted the ship from the top of the cliff over the haven. It's big, but not a dreadnought or a freighter. Most likely an ocean liner. Let's grab the 202 wood, and we'll go to... We'll go to the Icebound Hulk with you. And you guys hopefully are quick because it's a known location. Oh, no, so if I tell them to go to the landing site now, it'll change to 13 hours rather than a day and an hour. So do that. Now that it's a known location, they get there quicker. Yeah. Health is fine-ish. It always drops at midnight and 4 when the health or the sickness gets calculated, but everyone is currently in the infirmary, so all's well. I have 55 people that I need to find work for. I mean, I guess I could take all of the engineers out of everywhere, max everything out with workers, and then possibly build some more hunters' huts to get more food in, and more workshops to get more research being done. Also, wouldn't be bad to build another infirmary. Let's look at temperature now that we've dropped. Yeah, some of these places are really just the wall drill is dangerously cold. And I can't really do anything about that besides just researching a better heater. So let's build another workshop. Nope, build the workshop. Rotate you, that is within range of the heater. And if I built another infirmary, because I think some of the people coming soon are going to be sick. That is not within range of the heater. Darn. Well, I could put it like back here and then put another heater hub here to heat up more stuff. And that would also cover the wall drill. I'll save the infirmary until I need one. We do have a group of... How many people is that? Is that 100 people coming in within a day? So I need to build 10 more bunkhouses before they get here, or around the time they get here. I guess I'll start looking into that. There's 7 bunkhouses. That's good for a while. Okay, that's the generator power upgrade. Generator range would go a bit farther. Probably wanted it at some point. So, pro player, sounds like you have played Frostpunk. Do you happen to know if the hunting tactics apply to the flying hunters? Because I've never looked into it, and I'm not really wanting to put the time into researching it if it doesn't help. Steam hub range. We'll go with improved heat. I'm out of steel, as always. There. Improved heaters. I think we need. Okay, there's
Order, people. Let's march to work.
our bunkhouses. Our people just got in from hunting, so I'll now work on upgrading our food or hunters to be the new flying hunters. They're unarmed. Captain, the approaching strangers are carrying no weapons. Whatever their intentions, they have no means of attacking us, but people are wary. It's a trick to catch us off guards. The lords are cunning. Those leeches would do anything to get back at us. Mark my words. I see. We do have more sick than we have room. That'll be taken care of soon, though. We reached the icebound hulk. The ships we stole from the lords, now crushed by ice and stripped of anything not firmly bolted down. A farewell to ships. These ships saved our lives on many occasions. They carried us out of London before the storm arrived. They shielded us from Lord Craven's men. Finally, they brought us here. And all we can do with them now is dismantle them for resources. Let's dismantle the ships for 100 more steel. I guess you can also go to the ocean liner? There might not be any more to explore. I don't know. Got that research. We can make our heaters more efficient. I have the resources to get the Tech 4, so let's upgrade our tech level and put some more engineers in there. And we're out of steel again. Watchdog. Sir, a child came to the guard station and gave the guardsmen a stuffed toy dog, telling them that they should take it with them when they walk the streets at night. It seems people appreciate those who work hard to protect law and order in our city. I'm glad to hear that. Can I build some more hunters' hangars? No. I don't know how much steel that's going to cost to upgrade. But hopefully soon. Okay, they've made it to the landing site. I'm just going to leave them here for now. If they go here, it'll take them 1 day, 3 hours. Yeah. You guys can just stay there. And hopefully there'll be more to explore, or not. I don't know. Laws. I was considering going down this route because pubs help with discontent, moonshine will help with discontent. So we'll go there, build us a pub.
Hear me. New law in the city.
There's nowhere to put it within the heat zone, but that's fine, I suppose. It'd be reasonable to build a heat zone out here anyway, to cover a bunch of this stuff and all the houses. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Oh yeah, they're still waiting. We just talked about that. And I think I'm gonna have... Let's do a patrol again. I can't do a patrol. I want to set these guys on 24-hour shifts because I need more steel and I keep running into that problem. Wow, we've maxed out coal for our depots. I could build more depots, hold more coal. I don't know. I don't want to waste the steel. Let's upgrade these. So it'll cost 40 steel per upgrade. Ugh. Maybe I should have just built new ones.
Rest time. Work is done for the day.
Okay, we can get our advanced steelworks. That'll be next because, as I said, still running out of steel constantly. And we're out of food entirely. So let's build just another hunter's hangar. Flying hangar, rather than replacing. So that's what I should have been doing since food is an issue and we have tons of people. So you guys build this. And then immediately get more people out there. Discontent is crazy. Overtime work, requests ignored, bad food. Why can I not run this? Oh, 10 rations and we are out of food. Right. That is a thing. Let's get some engineers working to get people healthy. Temperature suddenly dropped. Oh no. Let's raise our steam level up. Probably to level 3 even. There we go. Everyone be nice and comfy.
We've got work to do.
And I should build some hubs, except there's never enough steel. Captain, the lords are nearly here. There are many of them, but they look miserable. They seem to be carrying no food supplies. When they reach our city in a few hours, they'll have no choice but to beg us for help. You will have to decide their fate. I see. Oh, I built this pub and then didn't put anyone in it. Okay. Pub's built. That should help with discontent a little bit. Not a ton. And then we can sign the moonshine law. Every meal will lower discontent, and eating soup causes less discontent. So we'll sign that.
Listen, everyone.
And people will be even happier.
Side.
Almost done with the advanced steelworks. Good. That is our next critical thing we need. The lords will get here in 2.5 hours. What do I want to research now? Food is our big issue at the moment. 30 steel to make our hunting gear better. Yeah, I think I'll go there next. Oh, come on. I need more steel before work time's over. They're here, the lords are here. What do they want? My god, there's so many of them. Lords in rags. Captain, the lords have arrived. They're starving. There's at least 100 of them. 100! And more are coming. They beg us to let them in, but that would mean sharing our food, supplies, and finding them shelter. So I always try and save everyone when I play through these. That feels like the most complete victory. So I will let them in and try and save everyone. Yeah. So it's just homeless. But they're gonna... That's 100 more people I need to feed. And I need more steel. The starving lords have entered the city. Our people are not happy with their arrival. The lords, on the other hand, are rejoicing. Thank you, kind people. We'd have been doomed if you hadn't let us in. See. We have some rations. So I need 30 steel to get the Flying Hunter's gear. There we go. So we'll start with that. Okay, I'll build another Flying Hunter's hangar. So we have a ton of people not working. Oh, I still need to build 3 more houses. And as stated, we're always out of steel. Where can build housing for a couple back there. Okay. So we need to feed... Oh, we're gonna fail this. So this is a known bug that this scenario has that I really dislike. It'll say feed all the hungry people and give 104, but there's only 100 lords, so all 100 will eat, and then 4 will be left sitting there until the quest fails. And I don't know why that happens.
Workday end. It's time for rest.
Okay. Assign people to there. Let's build another hunter hangar. That fits in nicely. And we'll build a road. Oh, it's already touching a road. That's fine. Okay, we have made it to the ocean liner. The majestic ocean liner rises above us as we approach the lowered gangway. Ice surrounds it from all sides. Let's explore it. This liner brought many rich people here. They could afford to travel in luxury even in these desperate times. On the bridge we found a letter from Lord Craven to the captain. It reads, "If we encounter any of those vessels stolen by workers, you are authorized to open fire." A naval gun crudely bolted to the foredeck confirms that he really did want us dead. Let's take the resources. That's 4 more steam cores and a bunch of coal. And yeah, there's nothing left out here. I guess you can go back to the city with all your resources. And I don't need them to necessarily come back to the city, so they can just stay out there in case there's a use for them later. Cold homes. I'm not going to address it right now. Let's lower discontent. Captain, one of the lords is starving and is begging you for additional food rations for himself and his companions. Discontent will rise greatly? No. Discontent will rise slightly, or send him away. I'm gonna send him away. You get the same rations as everyone else, even if you're a lord. We did get our Flying Hunter's gear researched, so that means all of our Flying Hunters will get extra food tonight. That's super good. House and house redesign would be valuable. How's our coal? Oh, coal is great. We don't need to worry about that at the moment. I don't think additional scouts will help. It doesn't look like. Generator efficiency could be good. Steam hub range and efficiency could be good because I'd rather do that than keep increasing the range. So we'll go that route. That is the last house. We have no homeless anymore. Food is going to be a big issue. Yeah. Food thief. Captain, the lord who begged you for extra rations has been caught stealing meals from the cookhouse. Our people want to lynch him. We can let them proceed, and his hands will be cut off. Ugh. We can stop them, but people may get hurt. Or send him to prison. We can't do because we haven't chosen the prison law. Or I will put the thief in prison, which means we have to build a prison within 2 days. We'll just stop them, and some people get hurt. Our medical facilities are great. They can handle it. I have 15 more engineers, so I'm gonna max out that medical post. Not that it's super important. And yeah, so 4 people were wounded, but that's fine. You. Policing the streets. Sir, a group of drunken men were disturbing the peace, pushing each other, screaming obscenities, harassing women in the street. Our guards intervened and restrained the drunks before anyone was hurt. We'll let them sober up or punish them. That can cause discontent to fall slightly, but I'll just let them sober up. More strangers spotted. Captain, one more group of lords is approaching in our direction. It's likely not the last. I see. So we've got another 100 people arriving soon. What buildings do I have with long shifts? All of the research buildings I do, which maybe that's not needed. Let's have you, since you're already maxed, drop down. Okay. So steel has a long shift and tech has a long shift. Yeah. We'll go with that. Make people a little bit happier. Why did discontent just rise again? Come on. People are disheartened. Captain, our people are very disappointed in the way you handled the situation with the lords demanding extra rations. Why are you taking their side? You treat the lords like our betters. We really thought things would be different in our city. I didn't give them any food or anything. How did I treat them better? I didn't put them in prison? I guess? Because we don't have a prison? Whoa, we've got tons of sick. Alright, I need to put in some heating hubs, clearly. Let's see, those houses are covered, so here. Maybe I should do one back here to cover a couple more houses. There'll be a lot of extra coal being spent.
No time to waste. We've got work to do.
Oh, we just got the steam hub range, so actually before I should look at the ranges on these. See what they're covering. Yeah, there's a tiny bit of overlap there. And then this will cover a big area now, which will be good. Steam hub efficiency could be good because I just built a bunch of them. Getting more coal could be good. Infirmaries will heal people faster, I think will be useful. Let's go with houses. And then house redesign. We have some steel coming in. Huzzah. Let's get a bit more food. Okay. Radio mast. Captain, the lords who arrived recently have told us about a radio mast they saw on the trail. A steam core could be powering it. I see. Let's go out here. There? Really? You can keep chilling here. These guys. 23 hours or 17 hours. Yeah, just swing by the radio mast on your way back to the city. Yeah, only 21 hours of coal left. I think I'm gonna need to research the coal thumper because we can't really do much more. Actually, there is an advanced coal mine, so I should get the coal researches. Long hours of toil. I won't address this. Okay. We've got houses now solved or sorted out. I can get more coal coming in because I think our coal is dropping. 10%? I don't know. House redesign. I'm gonna have to be building a ton of houses soon for all of these guys. Oh, are you out of wood range? You are. Okay. And so are you. Okay. We will dismantle both of those. And... well, let's see. I can build another steam sawmill up here. Get just that tiny bit more wood. Pretty soon it's just going to be the wall drill that I've left for wood. And you are also out of area, so we'll dismantle you. Alright, I can grab another law. We've got the moonshine, so that's most of what I wanted here. Morning gatherings. Propaganda center is a super sketchy law, but I'll go with morning gathering. It'll raise hope, which I don't need, but foremen can be used to make buildings work more efficiently, which I do need.
A new law has passed.
Okay, let's put people in both of these so that we'll be getting even more food coming in. Yeah, and a couple more these hunter huts. So we're still having a major food issue. And I'd rather have excess food than not enough. And yeah, coal is bad. We were maxed out and now we're not.
Brace yourselves. Cold is coming.
And I have 12 more engineers to find places for. How cold is it now? Okay. That's not good. Also, those 3 bunkhouses are cold. And these 2. Alright. I don't want to put a heaters hub here because it'll just cover a bunch of hunters' huts, which is super not important. Is there room to put... yes, so I still have a row of houses I can put here, so it won't be as bad as I was thinking, but I need to get heat there for sure. And if I can cover some of these houses, so just sort of put it right at the edge range here. Then that'll be good. It's covering a bunch of these hunters' huts, which super don't need heating, but there's not a lot I can do about that. So let's go there, and then put down this right there to warm up those houses. And then probably over here somewhere. So if I was building out every 2 rows for houses, and I went something like that. Yeah. Right there, I can remove that bit of road. And so that'll heat that up, and I have tons of room here to build more houses. Lots of kids? Yeah, I have 115 kids with nothing really to do with them. Actually, rather than building this, cancel that. Dismantle all of these roads. Trying to dismantle the roads, rather. Rather than dealing with these, I'd rather turn off these 2 cold houses and just build a bunch of houses tucked here in warmer areas that are already warm. I think that'll be a smarter choice. 12 hours to build a bunch more housing. There we go. We've got our house redesign. Let's improve our coal. Where do I want to go with coal thumpers? Or advanced coal mine is actually the right choice. So we'll go that route. Reach the top level tech. Hopefully I can survive long enough. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know. Let's do some house upgrades, or building new houses, rather. Did I end up building a heater over here, or just think about it? Okay, I did. So let's build... Alright. That will be some more houses for these incoming people. We've reached the radio mast. The mast is stabilized with guy wires attached at 3 levels. There's a hut underneath it. Let's give it an explore. We searched the shack under the mast. The radio equipment is gone, but we found a logbook. It only confirmed what we already knew. Still, it was painful to read. London knew about the coming winter well in advance. They didn't warn us. They only informed the rich. We were left to die. And that found the rock formation and the red flag camp. Let's dismantle it. Alright, fine. You've got a ton of resources that we can use. I think you have coal, right? You do not have coal. You do have coal. 305. So you gotta get back to the city. And you guys, I guess... head back in. It doesn't look like there's gonna be anything more over there. If there is, I'll feel dumb. But hopefully I'm right and it's not... there's nothing left over there. Oh yeah, I need a couple more workers for that. There we go, we're starting to get some food in. And we still have supposedly 8 of these lords that have just chosen not to eat in days. It's like, can you... You. Can I tell you to stop working? Get some food? Here, turn it off. Turn it back on again. Go get some food. Going to eat. Going to rest after the hunt. No, get some food. But yeah, it's saying there's 8 hungry. It's only showing 5 hungry. I don't know. Okay, advanced coal mines. We need this immediately. I might have one of these work 24 hours just so I can get that taken care of. Yeah. It was already going to fail because it said there were 104 lords that I needed to feed, but there were only 100 lords. So, but the extra 4 that chose not to eat was weird as well. So hope falls drastically, discontent rises drastically. That's not good. Well, do a patrol. Sick lords are coming. Captain, another group of lords will arrive shortly. We know that they are in poor health. Our people have good reason to be worried. We've had enough trouble with the lords you've already let in. This bunch should go spread their disease somewhere else. I see. We know that they're going to be sick, so that's something to keep in mind. Foreman. The Foreman ability will increase workplace efficiency by 40% at the cost of 10 rations per location. That's super useful.
New law in the city.
So these lords we've been told are going to be sick, and there's 100 of them coming in. So I'm just going to build an infirmary ahead of time. That is within range of the heater. And I do have 10 engineers to staff it. So we'll get that going. Our people have got here. We've got supplies. That will really help.
Rest time. Work is done.
I'm gonna have you work for 24 hours and turn on the foreman to keep that tech going, because I want this advanced coal mine right away. Put 10 people working in there. You guys move on to these locations. Go to the radio mast first. Because we really need to get this advanced coal mine. Sure. You random nobody can rest. We'll pull someone out of there and put him in there. So the one that's working for 24 hours will have full stock of people. The sick lords are here. Captain, a large group of lords has just arrived. Most of them are seriously ill. They won't be able to work for many days and will overcrowd our medical facilities. What should we do? Let them in. Our healthcare can handle it. We'll have to heal 106 people. Let them in. I'll improve our healthcare. You'll have 2 days to open 4 new places of treatment. Ugh. Neither of those sounds great. Our healthcare can handle it. Probably. Sick but proud. The sick lords are among us now, but our people try and stay as far away from them as possible. This has rubbed some of the lords the wrong way. They look at us with such disgust and contempt, one of them complains between fits of coughing. Our dignity is not diminished just because we're sick. I see. I need 60 more homes. That can be done, because I think I did research the, what's it? Yeah, the house redesign, so the houses are now cheaper. So 60 more homes, and I need even more people to be getting healed. Can I justify another? Yeah. Let's put in another infirmary, because I think we've got one more group of lords that's coming that's going to also be sick. And then our 6 more houses. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Oh, and you guys aren't connected with roads. All right. Advanced coal mine has been researched. That is critical to get built immediately. So that and that. That is an absurd number of people not working. Okay, and then we'll go with infirmary checklists, which will heal people even faster. Right? Or do I want to focus on coal? I think infirmary checklist because I don't want to fail that mission. So we'll go there. Get a bunch of people working in here. Where can I find more engineers available? I think they're all just in workshops, basically. So I can turn off a workshop for now to get more people working in. Wow, 4 of our engineers that I just put in here are all sick. Awesome. We'll just put one last engineer in here. Sure. All right, you have got to radio mass to move on to the red flag camp. We've got our housing taken care of. Food is looking good for raw food. I need to probably build another cookhouse to, as quickly as possible, start turning raw food into cooked food. Okay. Running out of space. All right, another cookhouse will be good for that. We are basically out of coal. You are gonna get a 24-hour shift and a foreman. Frostbite. One of our people has become gravely ill due to frostbite. This will keep happening if you have people working in such cold. Where are people working that's that cold? That's cold. It's not crazy cold. This is crazy cold. I thought that not quite reach, even with the extension. That's bad. Alright. What if I moved this back just a tiny bit? Or I could cover a whole new area. Let's see, if I built this road out just a tiny bit farther, where could I build it? Here. There is an unfortunate amount of overlap, but I don't want people getting frostbite from working in freezing temperatures. Dangerous rumors. Captain, some people are spreading wild stories about the sick lords. They say that they're contagious, and if we don't keep away from them, we'll soon all be sick as well. Everyone is on edge. I can't read today. We can ignore the rumors and discontent will rise slightly, or we can silence them and people can get hurt. I can't justify more sick people at the moment, so we'll let discontent rise slightly. I can't do a patrol yet. And I really need to get these 2 more houses built so that I can move these people out of there, or just upgrade them to houses once it's daytime. So that'll warm them up. Okay. Infirmary checklist, so we'll be going through the medical stuff quicker. Generator power, so I can make things even hotter. Or the mines to get more coal. I think I'm gonna go that route. We made it through the night without the generator shutting down. And besides, you know, these 3 buildings, oh, and this, everything's pretty warm. Alright, we've reached the Black Spire, so you can move on to the Rocky Formation. And we have maxed out our raw food. Alright. You... there's no heater back here. Okay. Cookhouse won't even work there. Cool, cool, cool. Cool. We'll move the cookhouse here. I'm really good at planning and stuff. So we can upgrade this house, or I can just pretend it doesn't exist and instead move houses into the heat zone. Really, I just need one. And we'll dismantle that house. Hopefully get people building that house quicker. More strangers spotted. Captain, one more group of lords is marching in our direction. I see. Another day and a half. Let's go to resources, resource depot. Oh, is this heated now? No, it's still freezing. Right? Yeah. I was worried I'd put it within a heated zone and I was gonna cause sickness by heating up the snow pit, which is super bad to do. Okay. That'll give us room to store more supplies. We've reached the red flag camp. Some lords have set up camp here. All of them are on the brink of death. Let's explore. The red flag, actually Duvet case, flies over the most pitiful camp we've ever seen. I'm glad to see you, although I wish we'd met sooner, croaked one of the lords. I regret that I can only implore you to give us a proper burial. We're dying and have chosen not to fight it anymore. Please respect our final request. We can honor their request, let them die and bury them, or save them against their will. I'm going to save them against their will. Hopefully they will eventually appreciate us. I still have 6 more lords. Is that 6 I need to heal, or I've only healed 6? Because that would be not good. The infirmaries are all nice and toasty. We can get another law. Propaganda center is really powerful, but is crossing the line a bit. To keep things running smoothly, we need to stay informed about our people's concerns and have a way of spreading the news we want them to hear. Sure.
Listen, everyone.
We will
New law
build a
is
propaganda center. Don't worry, everything we tell you is the truth is totally the truth. You don't need to question it. Complain too much and they'll drown you in lies. So they'll ask us, do we do and tell us what we're doing great? Drunken meltdown. Sir, a drunken man is having a meltdown in front of the cookhouse. He's screaming that people are ill, cold, homeless, and scared, but instead of help, they get booze at their meals. Let's escort him home or let him be. We'll escort him home. Research. Coal mining will be even better. Wood isn't really an issue yet, so I don't think I need the wall drill yet. Advanced heaters. Generator power upgrade 3. We'll go with that. Or generator efficiency. Nothing is super cold yet, right? Besides, yeah. Can I turn the heaters off of... Nope, you still need a heater. You don't need your heater. You do need a heater. You don't need a heater. Okay. Turn off a bunch of our heaters. Chili is fine. Wow. This is... Oh, yeah. This is being dismantled. Okay. It's like it's freezing cold even out there with a heater. Yep, that's fine. You're being dismantled for a new house being built there. Yeah. So, temperature-wise isn't really an issue yet. So, I don't need to push it up. And we've got a temperature drop coming soon. So, generator efficiency. To make our generators use less coal. What is our economy looking like? We do have a coal increase. That's good. Food for overtime work. Our people are becoming less and less committed to their work. Perhaps we should give them extra rations while they're sweating blood on emergency shifts. Emergency shifts will cost food. Hope will rise. I wish I knew how much food. Or, no, we can't afford it. No, we can't afford it. Okay, we're gonna go with more rations. And then maybe you'll be more coal. And I should probably build more depots for... let's see, do I have more outpost sites? I think I'm not going to be... Wow, I never actually put people in here. Go me. Just built a facility that I didn't staff. Oh, this takes engineers? I don't have enough engineers. I guess I'll pull you out of there and put you in here. Cool, propaganda center has been built. The propaganda center can now keep track of people's attitudes and influence them. So we've got that. What was I doing before I started? Oh yeah, resource depots. This thing I'm not gonna actually use. The outpost, it seems. So given that, I'll just build it there. Okay. That's fine. This time will strike fear into the hearts of villains. Order above all. That's it, no mercy for our enemies. Order dawns on our city. So this is where we've really started crossing the line. A news bulletin delivered to every household will reassure people that we're protecting our city by maintaining order. So that can raise hope. It doesn't lower discontent, unfortunately. But I can do this soon. More patrols to lower discontent and raise hope. We've maxed on steel. Alright. Scouts returned with the people that didn't want to come with us. But they're here now. So we need to build 5 more houses. You've reached the rock formation. Distinct spot that points to the aircraft wreck and wrecked vehicles. I guess you can head to the aircraft wreck. And you can head back out here to get to the wrecked vehicle. I guess you can go for more steel. Oh, they're done researching for the day. That's a shame. We did get more engineers, so I can max that out. And max that out. We have a ton more people. And I guess let's build even more homes. Almost put it right back there where I know there's no heat. That would have been a smart choice. Let's see. Why? Oh, that's just a resource depot. Not tents. Come on, houses. Oh yeah, I can't build anything over there. That's filled up. So we've got one house, 2, 3. 4, 5. Okay. That should deal with all of our homeless. Survivors reach the city. Sir, a group of survivors has reached the city. They are tired, they'll need a place to rest, a bite to eat, perhaps some medical attention, but they are ready to lend a hand however they can. I see. I might want to research the coal thumpers, just as a way of getting even more coal, because I think we are really kind of breaking even. Cowardly attack. Captain, a few sick lords have been attacked and brutally beaten by unknown assailants. One of them had to undergo an amputation. The attackers accused the lords of spreading an incurable disease. I see. So we've now got an amputee. All the lords have been treated. Hope rises. Because I kept my promise. We've got some sick, but we've got insane amounts of medical facilities now, so nothing really to be worried about there. Building houses. Such a deal with our homeless, which hopefully will reduce the amount of sick people that we have going on. Let's see. We're not going out and getting more food because we are maxed on rations, which is a dangerous position to be in. I'm just going to build a whole ton more of these depots. Right? Yeah. Making sure I didn't grab gathering posts. I've done that before. Aircraft wreck. Let's explore it. This wreck must have been winged flying machine, a novel design we've only heard vague rumors of. We had no idea they'd been actually been made. This machine had 4 wings arranged in 2 levels and was powered by engines similar to those used in motor slides, but more powerful and compact. It seems it was used to carry important loads or passengers, but we only found 2 bodies on board slumped over the controls in the forward cabin. So we'll get some coal, steam cores, and steel. Grab that. We can get there in 9 hours. I guess we'll just head back, and you, I don't know, chill out when you get there. More discontent. 2 hours of coal. Ugh. Alright, generator efficiency, and we'll be in work time soon. I can get steam hub efficiency. Oh, we are out of wood. Alright, I don't think there's any research we can do with no wood. Probably should research the wall drill. Okay. Work time will be starting soon. Let's drop down temperature level, because everything is really toasty. And hopefully our coal will last a touch longer. There we go. Nearly ran out of coal. Playing a dangerous game there. Alright, if we do go for the wall drill, we can get a bit more wood. Since our sawmills, I don't think, are doing too overly much. Let's store more raw food, more rations, and more raw food. I don't know. And you guys really need to get through that raw food pile that we had. Okay, they've made it to the rock formation, but I'm leaving them there. Okay. Temperature-wise, everything is mostly alright. I should keep upgrading these houses, but I need a lot more wood income. Alright. We've made it to the wrecked vehicle. No, not you. You guys. We found the wreck of some sort of vehicle. we can salvage some parts from it. Hidden supplies. Whilst disassembling the wreck to salvage what we could from it, we found a hidden cache of supplies. Let's take those resources, and we have nowhere left to explore yet, so you can head back home. You guys don't have any resources on you, so just stay out there, I guess. We don't yet have any requirements to bring all of our people back. Exemplary behavior. Sir, a group of people found inspiration in their work under the guidance of a foreman and have decided to try organizing their workplace on their own. Their spirit and motivation are exemplary today. Keep up the good work. Speaking of foremans, you get a foreman. You're still using your foreman, or yeah. Steam wall drill has been researched. We'll get the advanced wall drill. But meanwhile, put in the steam wall drill. Okay.
Workday end. It's time for rest.
I should upgrade some of these old tents we've got kicking around. Probably shouldn't do it at night. Maybe I'll build some spare houses. Yeah, that's what I'll do. We've run out of place to build stuff. We'll go with there. Build a road to it. I should build a heater out here, and I can just build a bunch of houses. Because my thought is, if I have houses in warm areas, then when I disassemble these, it'll be fine, because people will still have homes. Cold homes. I'm not going to address this because, as covered, we've got a cold coming, and so it's basically guaranteed to lose. One thing that's shocking, we have no hungry, no sick, no anything, just one amputee. That's super unusual. And we didn't finish this research, which is fine. Lord Craven is coming. Captain, one more group of lords is on the way. Rumors has it Lord Craven is with them. The lord who ordered our ships to be shot at. Our people are unmoved. We've dealt with the other lords so far. We'll deal with this one too, one way or another. Alright. Yeah, we've run out of places to put houses that are warm. So I think let's move this road over. Actually, I'll just do this directly to there and remove that. So once that gets built, I'll rip this out and then start looking at possibly building more houses over here. So we've got even more steam cores. And yeah, nowhere left to explore. Okay, so that's all built. We'll dismantle all of these extra roads. And I can figure out what I want to do. Because I could build out into this area as like the last area I have remaining. We're gonna have to build houses for 100 people. No way around that. Lord Craven is here. Captain, more than 40 children led by a few men have gathered outside our city. They want to be let in, but Lord Craven is with the group. What should we do? Let them in all contain the social unrest, or send them away? We'll let them in. So we now have 82 homeless, bunch of sick, bunch of hungry. Powerless and terrified. A few lords herd a large group of kids into the city. Lord Craven is with them. He looks around, visibly frightened. He has lost all his power and is at the mercy of our people. The children are unusually quiet. Most of them are orphans, says one of the lords, leaving them. I see. Well, let's build 9 more houses. So I will have to fit in a heater back here somewhere. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out of wood. So we'll need 1 more house once these all get built. And let's put a steam hub here, I guess. Sure. Resolve the class conflict. The old and new animosities between the lords and our people will make coexistence very difficult. To protect the future of our city, you will have to contain the social unrest quickly before it escalates. Okay. Craven is here? That leech should hang. So we need to get our discontent down below here, and our hope needs to stay higher than there. So our hope is still great. We need to get our discontent down and then stay in charge for at least a day. Well, let's use that ability to drop our discontent and raise our hope. We're slowly dealing with the sick. We've got plenty of food for the hungry. And I'm working on getting houses for the homeless. Advanced wall drill has been researched.
We must work harder.
Okay. So we've got that all solved. Coal thumper would be good, but I just don't think we have the room for it. If we need... Well, we only need 1 more house. We could tuck it back here. We've definitely got the people for it. So maybe that is the route to go. What about temperatures? We've got a few more temperature drops coming. Temperature-wise, we're fine. And I think we can raise the generator another level still for that drop. But we'll be cold for that drop. So sometime in the next few days, we'll have to deal with that. But we need more coal by then. Yeah, I think we'll go with coal thumpers. We could do resource depot upgrade because I keep running out of resource space. That would help. But for now, we'll do this. It only costs 10 wood. It'll be quick. We can sign a new law. The agitator. Strategically placed loudspeakers will remind our citizens of the importance of their work and increase their efficiency. How does the coal thumper work? So, I'll show it in a moment. Yeah, so these are built kind of like the heat hubs, and they basically just improve efficiency around them. So I'm going to sign that, and we'll have to build 3 of them at least. Probably going to build a lot more than that. So the way that the thumpers work, if we can see them, it doesn't really show it. So the thumper is a big building that basically just puts a bunch of coal, like spits a bunch of coal onto the ground in large piles, and then you have to build gathering posts around them to then collect the coal from those piles. So it takes people working in the thumper and then people working in the gathering post to grab from the coal piles. So it is demanding worker-wise, but since we have crazy numbers of workers, it's fine. So we'll put an agitator here to get our wall drill, as well as a lot of our infirmaries and research posts. So that will improve the efficiency of all of those. This is really just a coal mine by itself, so raising its efficiency doesn't mean much. Same with this one. It doesn't seem to be hitting the hunters' huts, which makes sense because they're not working in those huts. So as much as I'd like to raise the efficiency of the coal mines, it doesn't make a ton of sense. Right here, any other buildings within range? No? They're just a bunch of houses. So we'll raise the efficiency of both of those. So that'll be my... Is that just 2 that I built? I think so. So I'll have to build a 3rd one later. And while I'm at it, let's upgrade our wall drill to the advanced wall drill. Okay, we have researched the thumper. No, so yeah, gathering posts basically exist for the coal thumpers late game, which is why you still have gathering post installation and efficient gathering down this late, is to make your thumpers work better. Because a coal thumper generates enough coal for 2 gathering posts in a day, but as you go to higher levels, 4 gathering posts, then the injectors, I think, increases it further. Yeah, so we'll throw down a thumper. Maybe here. And then put down a couple of gathering posts. They're in there. Oh, am I out of wood? I'm out of wood. Brilliant. As always. And I still need to build one more house, that's right. We'll work on that in a moment. A lynch mob. Captain, an angry mob is gathered outraged by the arrival of Lord Craven. They want his head. He'll pay for what he did to our people. He wanted us dead, so death is what he'll get. We can raise discontent to stop them, or let them proceed, and he'll be lynched. We'll stop them. We aren't going to just lynch people. It raises discontent, which I need to get back down, and I have to wait a bit longer. I can raise hope, which isn't really what I need at the moment. But there's probably more laws that I can sign eventually. So we'll get people working in these various facilities. So if we watch it slowly, which I don't do often enough, this game is beautiful, and I just never slow down and pause and watch the game. You'll see it raises this huge weight, and then eventually that will fall, causing a huge thump, and then a bunch of coal will appear here. I don't know if we'll really get to see the coal because these people are gathering it basically right away as soon as it gets created. There we go. So we then get this pile of coal, and then the gathering posts will immediately rush out to grab that coal. This should all be within warm locations, yeah? I mean, kind of. Still chilly. So we've now researched the steam coal thumper. So we'll do gathering post. No, we were gonna do this. And improve our thumper to the next level. Steam coal thumper. So that'll be even bigger and better. And it can now have 2 more gathering posts. And those are all within heat zones. Do I still need to build another agitator for the mission? I do. So let's go here and build an agitator on this whole setup. Ah, I can even get this sawmill if I build it out here. Yep, that's what I was thinking. Make that all work a bit more efficiently. And I need to get my discontent down, which, let's build another house, because we still have a homeless person. We'll build several more houses, actually. Then I can start moving people out of the tents, which will get people warmer, which will deal with discontent. We're in the cookhouse. Captain, the Lord is arguing with some of our people who say he was trying to cut in line. He claims his noble birth entitles him to be served first. I can support him and discontent will rise, which is definitely what I don't need. I can support our people and the Lord will be heard. Or I can send our men to calm down and the conflict will be resolved peacefully. We'll do that. Let's get some more people. Yep, hope rises. I don't need more hope. I won't say no to more hope, but it's not important at the moment. Unsolicited advice. Captain, Lord Craven's left our city. He asked us to pass this note to you. I owe my life to you and for that I am grateful. Things have clearly changed. You are in charge and now I am not. That means you will become like me. Mark my words, power corrupts. Great men are almost always bad men. I would know, I was both. Alright. We will get that working better for 24 hours. Same with you. Is there a reason they're not building that road? Is it not connected? It's not connected. Awesome. Let's get these houses good. So then people should be moving out of some of these tents. Or at least I should have... Yeah, so we were going down in coal, which is not good. Hopefully the thumper will help with that. So we have 29 vacant beds, so I can remove 2 houses, or tents. Sick are going down. Class conflict resolved. Apparently it just suddenly got resolved. I don't know how. Because we were still up above the discontent line. I was planning on starting to upgrade a lot more houses, but I think I just won. You did it! The social unrest has been eased. We're on the right path to ending the enmity between our people and the lords. Okay. We are equal. We've let everyone in and started to build a world where people are not judged by their social class, but by their actions. We hope that the memory of the enmity between our people will soon fade away. For the first time, we have a chance to stand united. Well done. So yeah, I think that's the end. So I didn't get a chance to upgrade, but that would have been my next goal. Would be to start upgrading all the tents and bunkhouses into houses. A long trail of refugees. Pilgrims to a stolen home. Yeah, it was a quick ending. But the last goal was just to try and integrate people together, and we accomplished that. We fought hard to start anew. Then the lords arrived. We hoped it could work. And I do like the endings that they have here, where you see this sped up vision of you building your city. It's a nice way of showing what we've accomplished. As houses just suddenly spread as I need to build more houses, but we didn't give in. We restored peace. We try to stay united, not repeating past mistakes. At least, we can hope. I don't know if there's a way to keep Lord Craven from walking off. Maybe if I hadn't gone as far into propaganda. I don't know. But I don't think I crossed the line too far. Morally. I was generally a good guy. And that's the end of that scenario of Frostpunk.